Hello, everybody. Welcome, Rosa's Tech Investigator. So, guys, here I am in my hotel room, bed. TMI? TMI? No, it's okay. I went to this store late today called Media World. Is that right? Media Welt, something like that. Um, and it's where you get electronics. Because I was like, I really needed a. And it's so funny how this is so easy to get, so simple in the US, right? I order Amazon or go somewhere. I wanted to get a ring lights because you can't, lighting is so important. And I feel like the videos are just, of course, it's a hotel room, and so they're not going to have very bright light on purpose. It's a good thing. But for videos, it's important. So it looks a little like, it really bothers me. It looks so fuzzy, but it is what it is. But so the bottom line is I went to, what's it called? Media Welt, whatever that is. But they didn't have they only had one on display. And I said, "Can I just buy it?" They ran out of the no. You can We need it for the next shipment. Okay, so I didn't have it. So because they were selling one that was portable. Like there's a huge one. I don't need a huge thing. I just need a small one. But they had it. They had one on display. Well, we cannot sell it. But anyway, it's not important. The important thing is here I am back for conversations. So guys, there's the cutest little desk, but I don't want to get up. I lazy. I lazing. Um, I had such a good day today. Did so much. I went, I told you I sent you pictures of the museum. I went for I my watch registered 12,000 steps. I went and I had great energy. I had a dinner in a really nice the place it's funny, it was the first place I went when I arrived. It was a brunch. It's called Walter Benedict. And that ever since my episode problems with the food poisoning, I careful. I careful. And it's kind of fancy. It's so nice. Oh my God. They had this amazing beet juice and carrot juice last time. And I had the best soup I ever had in my life. I'm not kidding. Cauliflower soup, and they had all these things that I can explain it. They had the soup, and then they had poured on top of it like mushrooms, and then I had this crispy, what was it? The thing talk about, speaking of hummus, the thing they make hummus with, but obviously it was not bad. It was not, I just knew that place would never gonna have any, the problems that I had. So, so that was nice to be able to have a meal. Then I had fish. Mm. Because by the way, not, a lot of people eat seafood here because there's the seas everywhere over here. So there's a lot of seafood. So I had cod. It was really good. So anyway, so then I went to the supermarket. I was trying to make a video. Wow, I went to the supermarket. No, I really I just love going to the supermarket everywhere. I always love it. So anyway, but I feel good. I celebrated a day of activity, and here I am from bed saying hello to you. But let's get started because that is conversations today. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So okay, so I like to ask for protection before I light coming into my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. Create a circle. I step into it. Step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the higher sources that create the good only the good sources. Okay, so first I wanted to tell you about this. I sent Corinne a video earlier today, just saying that my energy levels increased dramatically. I don't think it was just me. I think there is something in the air where there's kind of like a liberating. I don't know how else to put it. That's what it feels like to me, liberating this thing that was stuck, the stuck energy, or like just this jolt of energy. And I think things are moving. Okay. The other thing I got is that I kept seeing also like Elon Musk getting more and more desperate and things just kind of collapsing. Then I see so this is all was all like really I don't know. I know, of course, when I look at the news in the US, it's very tragic. It's very daunting, but that's what I got. Okay. For just these random impressions. So there's okay, so there was something else I wanted to say. That's right. Oh, and so also this, I think I talked about in my last video, the short video where I was in the park. This feeling, I feel very strongly that I'm here. I extended my trip also to continue this sort of detox process. And someone sent me a great message. Thank you, my friend T. She sent me this message, saying that she agrees that it's like there's the detox feeling from all this dark stuff. And I keep seeing Elon Musk and Trump and all of this as poison that I'm rejecting, right? That was kind of like dealing with this detox at scale. Okay. But the point is here. The point is that okay, that in a way I see that the more they're hyper aggressive, right? They're doing these ridiculous, awful, terrible things, but it's pure poison. And I see that it's I know it's kind of strange to I have to just explain it, but it is so weird to see it like that you just the way that I ingested the poison, right? So there's like rotten food or whatever that was, and they are poison, but they themselves, the more they put out this poison, and of course, from their perspective, and though a lot of those evil people do these things with the intent to harm others. But what I get is that almost like as this keeps happening, their poison is externalized and it harms them in the end. So it's almost as if you get a snake, you know how they defanging is not the word, but it's sort of like you have to get the poison out of the snake. And it's a process and it's shocking the poison, but once it's out, then it kind of loses the power and it just collapses away. That's what I'm getting. I keep getting. Okay, so that's just these are just comments. But now let's see. I have several questions. And again, guys, I'm addressing some of these questions very broadly speaking because I'm not looking at the news as often. I am seeing a lot of things happening. So I don't think that I'm going to link necessarily something because in a way I'm behind on a lot of it. But let's see, actually, let's see here. So as it happens, I don't know actually the reason for this, but so I'm here on Zoom and I went onto this app. They have these quote unquote apps within Zoom that allow me to, for example, do what I'm doing here, which is to get this text thing. So so they flip the camera. I get always like so confused. It freaks me out a little. But anyway, I know people like, Rosie, can you stop touching your hair? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh my God. So girl, can you stop touching your hair? Wow, what's wrong with her? By the way, I get the strangest messages. So there's someone this woman. She thinks that what is Rosie, there's something. Stop with this obsession. This the woman unrequited is that unrequited love. You're obsessed. It's so funny when people, the people that think that I'm like obsessed. I just, it's kind of sweet, right? That I have these interests or whatever, but it's not, it's so funny. And it's just the most like, and people watch you and they encourage you with your obsessions. Do they? Do they? It's just so hilarious. But anyway, but let's go back here to the conversations. Oh, oh, Heathrow. No. So, by the way, guys, so what's interesting, I find interesting, is that I was supposed to leave today around it. So when I saw, like, around the time of my flight, that Heathrow had already been off. The power was off, so they had to cancel all these flights. As far as I know, that my flight went okay. It was a direct flight, but can you imagine the level of disruption? And I'm sorry, but I don't think it was an accident again. And it's so crazy to me. Like, again, the same question. I'm not gonna go, be harsh about it, but somebody has got to do. It's like, what the hell? I'm sorry. Do I even have to ask about it? I think I'm gonna have to ask about it. But in no country, I know in country, I know country doing something is. Okay, so what happening here? Huh? What happening? What happening? Okay, so tell me what happened with Heathrow. Wow, I see these people pulling these things on generators, knowing that something would happen. I don't think it was, I could be wrong, but I just don't. So was it? Yes, it was, there was foul play, is what I understand here. And they knew that that would happen. And because guys, also this is not new, right? We know there's certain country they have been doing this, similar things like this. So it's not as if I'm sorry, I don't think it's a was an accident at all. So what I see, they pulled these things ended up happening, and I think I see clearly also these, like they're pulling cables from under Keir Starmer, the prime minister, to put pressure on him to stop supporting Ukraine. Honestly, that's the goal. It's sabotage, it's acts of terrorism to okay, so tell me here about, that's right, MI6 knows it. They know it. So what is how is this going to be stopped? Interesting. I see Starmer grabbing the hand of Putin, and it's like, it's your fingerprints. So that's right. Cut, 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 cut. Yeah, I see that the Europeans are moving. It's interesting. They're not doing anything. They are doing something. They are preparing, and they will ultimately get those people. And it does show me that so when you think about it, unfortunately to say it this way, that Trump is an extension of Putin, and revealing the election mess will help Europe, right? In the end, it's not that they care about the US, it's that the current government does not benefit them in any way, shape, or form. Does not have benefit us either, right? American citizens. But hello, I want to remain modest here in this video. So, but guys, I'm actually so pleased with this possibility to make a video like this, because it feels like I don't have to make an effort. You know what I mean? Like, in a good way. Like, I don't want to have to. I have a desk over there, but I don't want to sit because I lazing. No, it's having, kind of like a normal, real conversations. Okay. So, this is so what I was saying again was exactly what I was saying. Moving here. Okay, so I have this little platform for the computer, but okay, so that's right, they have plans. That's what I see. Europe has a lot of, they're doing something. So what, so tell me, I just see that there's something where there's a downfall of Trump, and that this whole Ukraine thing, like, it's a way that there's something where they may agitate for the downfall, and it will happen sooner than rather than later. And with this, the position of Putin also falls dramatically. Okay. So that's what I got about this Heathrow situation. Oh, I know people be like, "Oh, is Rosa going to be okay?" Let me ask: is Rosa going to be okay in her flight? Hmm. Saying if anything, it could be a little late, but no, not much. Uh, I'm not, since I'm not gonna go to London, or it's a direct flight, like I said. Okay. All right. All right. So, and I'm gonna ask, I know, because people are like freaking out. I do, by the way, guys, I told you I have a passport, US passport, but am I gonna be in trouble? Trouble, trouble. Is this gonna be in trouble? No, 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 I don't feel like that. Well, no. But it's interesting. It shows me in the line for like, for the whatever customs. But I feel it shows me coming in and feeling immediately the air is heavier, feeling the vibe. And I was talking to someone about whether that about the vibe of the US versus reading the news. And she was saying, oh, but you're affected by it just as much if you're there in the US or not. And I said, actually, no, because here, obviously, sometimes it's an advantage when you don't speak the language because you don't know exactly what people are talking about. And it's the language is complicated enough. I get some of it. I sometimes people talk to me like in the store. I just know what they're saying, but I can't possibly even try to speak it. I think in the way the Dutch accent is much harder to copy than German, for example, because it's kind of unpredictable. There's just some words, all the consonants together. It's a little strange. Okay. But the point is this, is that I don't think that people they have their own concerns. They're living their lives. They don't have to deal with like Marco Rubio or Ted Cruz. They have their own versions, I'm sure, but like it's nice. You could tell that they're not like, wow, did you see what such and such said? I mean, like I said, they have other things to think about, but it's kind of nice to be honest, because that's just also it's interesting because this is the city of the government, right? The city where all the government of this country is. It very doesn't feel trash. Trash. No, it doesn't feel trashy at all. The opposite. So, mm, what? No, so that's good. All right. So let me pause here. So, so now, this is a really, I guess, disturbing. I don't know because every day is disturbing, but this is, I don't know what to say really. So I'm sure you guys have seen it. It was in the news a lot that Elon Musk, and this has already happened, by the way, was supposed to go to the Pentagon to a meeting where he was going to be shown what the plans of a potential, like how the US would defend itself from a potential war with China. I mean, first of all, why, what the hell does this guy have to do with anything? Why does he have to know all of this stuff? We know that he produces cars in China, right? That it's in his financial interest to be nice to China. So, so the fact that he's getting all this, does anybody believe that he's gonna keep it to himself? No, he's gonna tell China exactly what the US plans are, right? And the fact that I thought it was in a lot of different newspapers, first he went to the New York Times, and so somebody was trying to get it out to prevent stuff from happening, right? So what the hell is up with that? Because it's pretty obvious that whoever this is people are sounding the alarm. So what is going on with this situation? So it's quite interesting what I got here that they were the people that are presenting. knew that they couldn't get away, they couldn't stop the meeting. They had to go and present something to him, and they were outraged by it. And then I see he's sitting down, Elon Musk is, and it's not, it's symbolic, right? There's people lighting a fire under his butt to say they're burning him. And then I see that I do think it's possible he's fed partially incorrect information. And I think it's true that it's possible that he could feed this information to China and then what I'm understanding here is that he's under some sort of surveillance. So they know that's right. And I see that the way they see him, they observe him at the meeting, they think that he is I mean, it's pretty obvious a traitor, right, in a way or another, that he I see that a lot of, I don't mean anger, like, oh, I hate him, because I think every normal person hates the guy because he's an a-hole. But there's just something where they're like, you're going down, motherfucker. You're going down. Because these are people who have fought wars, right? Who have lost friends to wars fighting for the US. There's this guy who's a legit traitor, however you slice it, right? And I think they were prepping for his downfall. That's what I'm understanding. And so it's interesting. Also, I wanted to say that there's somebody left this comment saying, Rosie, what was it? It was about Musk. That's right. Oh, that's right. They were like, "Oh, so Rosie, is the meeting that Elon Musk is going to, the one that um um Corina mentioned, the one, you know how Corina had the vision that Trump would be led to the Pentagon, and that's how he would be removed somehow. They would present everything to him of his treason and the fact that they had evidence of it. So my question is, okay, so tell me, is that the no, but say they're saying we're gearing up towards it. And I get the sense that the way that I see the people there, and I see the face of the head of the Joint Chief Joint Chiefs of Staff that was fired by Musk, and he's there. I don't know if he's still there, but that's what I see, that he's coordinated a lot, and he's like, we're catching the traitor, we're at war. The country doesn't quite know it yet, but we are. So so that's interesting. So, okay, so then that's right. And I do see also that when Elon Musk is like, oh, but I know you're gonna use this and that, right? Oh yeah, I know you're gonna, what about this one and that one? Oh, yeah, 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 uh, oh, yeah, 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 no, I think, yeah, we can like kill people. Yeah, yeah. Uh, but anyway, he's always the dorkiest person, but very out of his depth. And for whatever reason, people just will take him very seriously. But what I understand here is that he's making all these statements there, trying to pretend like he knows a lot, or he has no he acts as if he's the head of whatever, but he's not, he knows he doesn't belong there. And he feels very insecure having to be there facing all these generals and having to explain, like he just knows that he is a criminal. He's a traitor. He knows he's aware of what he's doing. And it's just, I see that he sweats cold. And it's interesting I had the food poisoning because I do see he could throw up after this meeting. How he just knows in his gut that the end is near. I feel like he knows it. And that's why he freaks out on television and all that, because he doesn't, it's impossible. Like, I mean, think about it. The guy is so arrogant. He thought he was just, I mean, he is succeeding in it so far, right? but he just knows that it somehow he could kind of tell even instinctively and intuitively that is not working the way he thought it would. And that freaks him out badly. So I find interesting. I find interesting. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. So let's pause here. We're pausing here. We're pausing here. We're pausing here. Oh yeah, we're pausing here. So this is so somebody sent me this. I thought it was quite interesting. So apparently, and though it's true, so Senator Mike Lee and Representative Chip Roy are uh, promoting a bill called ICC Out of New York City Act, legislation that would forbid United Nations properties in New York from being used, leased, or occupied by representatives or employees of the International Criminal Court, which has long, and if you think about it, like the fact that America's basically these people are working for Putin. Essentially, what they mean is that the ICC has long worked against Putin and his allies, right? So what the hell? I mean, and it's like, and it really is the person that sent me this. Okay, let me just hold on a second. Let me erase this text. Okay, Senator Mike Lee. Right. So again, it's why is it so bizarre? First of all, these people have never cared about New York. They hate New York, right? Suddenly they care about the UN, suddenly they care about New York. It's so strange, and it's so clear that they have some really nefarious foreign agenda over here. I think about there's so many issues to deal with. The fact that they are worrying about this is troubling on its own, right? So the question is why? I mean, it kind of, I mean, I think they of course work from sort of like international criminal organization, but why? Why are they what is the big role here? Because it's kind of like it's almost like they know that they could be arrested, right? It's like they're kind of admitting, it's like, don't let the police be near my city. Oh, because I have to be able to steal things without ever getting caught. That's kind of what they're implying with this bill, right? So, but what it's I want to know the specifics of it. Why? Okay, what's going on here? Wow, wow, wow. I see, first of all, I see the face of Putin, and then there was these letters that they put, I mean, not Putin, he's representative or whatever, put sending them, and they open these envelopes, and there's the instructions. Putin sending directly, I mean, not Putin did himself, but Russian government put sending in these instructions. Why? Because that's right. War crimes related to Ukraine. That's right. First of all, war crimes related to Ukraine, weakening the ICC. That's right. Oh, because the ICC represents in a way, the rule of law all over the world, right? It kind of has this jurisdiction. Oh, hold on. Okay, this jurisdiction over um so that's it. Putin is afraid he could be arrested, and it's like they want to erase the war crimes they have committed in Ukraine. And okay, what else? But why? Why? They want to criminalize the police. This is the same thing they're doing with the FBI and the CIA, right? That's right. So, oh, and this brings up another question. So, okay, so then what is going to happen? Are they going to succeed? No, because they don't have jurisdiction. I don't think. Okay. But why ban? Oh, because they want to make it hard for them to conduct business. Okay, that's what it is. Wow. So I are they aware? That's right. They want to, and I think, guys, honestly, they would like to commit war crimes here too, if they could, right? But ultimately, it's because this is the highest. This is like what's interesting is that it says they know how effective it is because it has successfully prosecuted these criminals, different criminals. And I know, guys, there's trolls that come to comment sometimes like, but Rosie, do you understand, Rosie? I'd like a comment for you. You're not knowing. You're not knowing. Okay? Let me explain one thing. One thing. ICC does not have jurisdiction to come here, country, to come country arrest. They could not take Russia. They could not take Russia. They could not take a country. They could not take America. Uh, and take it to ICC. But the whole point of it is that is that they say it. We prosecute people and where the countries refuse to prosecute them, and that's what happens. The legal system has failed in the U.S. as far as Trump is concerned. Correct. Like nobody, it's over. Like it's this. It said no. We will not prosecute. We now Russia. We now West Russia. America now West Russia. We're not prosecuting. Not prosecuting. So no, we can't. So then it's it's fair game. Okay. By the way, I shouldn't tell you this. TMI. Roses oversharing. TMI. There she comes. TMI. Roses oversharing. TMI. Here she comes. Here she comes. TMI. Roses oversharing. So, I'm gonna overshare something personal. Perdão, conversemos. So, so guys, I come here, I have, I do, I don't do much really, but I had dates. I have had I can go on dates here. Okay, just saying. Is this like amazing? I had a date with somebody, a lawyer, who works presenting cases to the Dutch Supreme Court. You go, girl. You go, girl. No, it was amazing. I was like, wow. But he was really interesting, but it did nothing, that was it. But we went to this great restaurant. It was this like, but I paid half because I said I want to do the Dutch way because over here everybody splits things, and I paid half. But we went to the Michelin starred restaurant. Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, girl, we did. And so, but I was like, oh, so Jack, Jack Smith is interesting, don't you think? Mm, mm, mm. So, but he said that. Did I tell you guys this? That the ICC, he said, no, but they're on this and this street. So I can't just be hanging out over there, you know what I'm saying? But but I'm going to look into it because I'm oh, you know what? It would be amazing if I did like a reading. Oh, I know. Oh my God. I love it. I'm gonna go to the address. I'd be like, no. Is Donald here? When is Donald coming? Do you know? No. But I want to know, kind of like being near there. If I pick up like stuff, what do you have plans for trash? For collection trash? Really? Because that'll be interesting, Really. And then like I said, the Peace Palace, it's very hard to get tours. This guy even told me, he said, I live here. I lawyer. I lawyering for, no, really, he's a Dutch lawyer, the high level, right? Clearly. Um, but um, even he said I can't get tickets for the Freedom Palace. So interesting. So that was the no. So I don't know, but guys, it's weird. Is it weird that like I overshare my life with you? It's okay, right? It's just fun because I feel like we're friends. We're friends here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so but just to say that it was interesting, right? That I had info. Imagine I was like, of course I could not. Do you know where Jack Smith lives? No, I could never ask that. He didn't say. I don't think he knew, but I'd find it interesting. I find it interesting. Find it interesting. Okay. Anyway, so this is it, guys. This is I find it interesting, really. So, but it just I see then I it's interesting. Just looking now into my colleague, I see that then ah 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 like I just don't I just feel like there's a swift downfall. I don't know how, but it does not seem that they succeed completely. And when you think about it, the things they're doing are truly criminal. And the same with Musk. I mean, it's kind of crazy that he's not arrested, right? The crimes that just getting all this information. He's a federal contractor. What the hell is he doing? I mean, jail is not enough for him. Like he needs to permanently move to FD ADX Florence, really. It's kind of like wow. So anyway, but I'm getting here, guys, that they know that it's a coup. We know they have a stolen information. Uh, just not information, but the presidency, which reminds me of the next topic of today. Okay, so which is the whole anonymous comment. Again, I find I don't know who anonymous is. It's not that I 100% trust them either, but I'm just interested in knowing this because apparently, so anonymous took responsibility for. Let me just see here. So I'll just pause here and find the information. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so basically, this hacker group, Anonymous, claims to have evidence that Elon Musk stole the election for Trump. I don't know that this is exactly how they phrased it because I know what's interesting. I can't quite find it. Maybe I'll be able to find it here on Twitter, but if it's so weird, like nowadays, just looking up stuff, I can't find it. Okay, let's see. I just can't. Let's see here. Okay, so I found here. One sec. Okay. It's time for the US to accept Trump's election was a foreign-funded coup d'etat and that they are experiencing the seeding of a dictatorship. All right, but that's not, I think they said it. There was a video. I think they said it openly. So what, again, and I have to say this, guys, I don't know, like, honestly, they make all these claims, they say things, but have they actually done something? I don't know that they ever have, like, done something, like, right? I don't know, but what is it? Is there, what do they know? Do they know what we know? What is, do they have actual evidence? If so, what? Okay. Yes, I see that they have this, like, they plug the plug unplug the thing that whatever went in and changed the votes. Yes. Is it enough to seeing governments have it? Oh, it's saying this. This is why here in Europe you see that a lot of the governments are moving very quickly to find alternatives from Starlink. I mean, how would they, why would they suddenly, wow, what a coincidence. They all somehow had the same idea. No, they must know that this is the way, right? It's not just, don't you think they're like, yeah, in other words, they know. So it's okay, it's possible that people, that the information that Anonymous has wasn't hacked. It was sent, they were sent the information from other sources because I think a lot of different governments have access to this information. And so that's right. And wow, okay, interesting. And I see this is why they're acting so desperate, why Putin is so desperate, why Mike Lee, like people are acting in such a desperate manner, because they know the truth. They know that truth, and the truth is not completely hidden. So they have to move very quickly to really create a true dictatorship so that so that they can cover up their crimes. Okay, so, and I don't mean, I'm not talking about the crimes that they're like the financial crimes and all the corruption. Talk about the actual election, right? So, so, so this is a guys, interesting, no? Okay, my probably it's okay, right? It's private, huh? Yeah, I don't think it's I don't know. It's okay. So anyway, so this is it, guys. Okay, so so that's that interesting. No, really, really very interesting. So let's see. So this is it. So are they going to? Let's say that the information is out there. Oh, there's nice glare, right? So wow. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see. Right down. They're not going to be the ones. That's right. They have to. It's not just information. It's action. Because honestly, just me looking up anonymous uh, Elon information about it does not show up anywhere. I don't know if it's because it's Europe that they have more like privacy laws or something. I don't think it is. See, because this information, even if it exists, it's it could be it could be blocked, right? But it's saying European governments are aware of it and they will also act. So, so okay, we'll see. But anyway, guys, so this is it for now. I just feel like it's been a while since I made a big video. So I'm gonna stop it here and I'm going to upload it. By the way, it does take longer. Probably the internet is not as fast. Uh, so we'll see how long. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but here it is. Okay, I'll send you as soon as it's done. It's done uploading. Okay, but I have to. Actually, the other weird thing is that I told you Google blocked. It's like did not verify me. It's complicated. It doesn't let me use the computer. I have to upload the videos through the phone. So that's interesting, right? So okay, but let me work on this now. Okay. All right. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Okay. Bye bye.